In this video, we are going to focus on how to simplify radicals. We will start with square roots, then move into cube roots, higher roots, and finally variables inside radicals. Before we begin simplifying, you need to know your perfect squares. A perfect square is a number you get when you multiply a whole number by itself. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25, 6 squared is 36, 7 squared is 49, 8 squared is 64, 9 squared is 81, 10 squared is 100. Knowing these will make simplifying radicals much easier. Let's start with an example. Suppose we want to simplify the square root of 12. We ask one key question. What is the largest perfect square that goes into 12? 4 goes into 12, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. So we rewrite the square root of 12 as the square root of 4 times the square root of 3. The square root of 4 is 2. So our final answer is 2 times the square root of 3. Let's try another one. Simplify the square root of 20. The largest perfect square that goes into 20 is 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Rewrite it as the square root of 4 times the square root of 5. The square root of 4 is 2. So the simplified form is 2 square root 5. Now let's do a larger example. Simplify the square root of 72. The largest perfect square that goes into 72 is 36. 72 divided by 36 is 2. So we rewrite this as the square root of 36 times the square root of 2. The square root of 36 is 6. Our final answer is 6 square root 2. That is the basic process for simplifying square roots. Now let's talk about cube roots. To simplify cube roots, you need to know your perfect cubes. A perfect cube comes from multiplying a number by itself 3 times. 1 cubed is 1, 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed is 27, 4 cubed is 64, 5 cubed is 125. Let's try an example. Simplify the cube root of 16. The largest perfect cube that goes into 16 is 8. 16 divided by 8 is 2. Rewrite it as the cube root of 8 times the cube root of 2. The cube root of 8 is 2, so the simplified form is 2 cube root 2. Try another one. Simplify the cube root of 54. The largest perfect cube that goes into 54 is 27. 54 divided by 27 is 2. Rewrite it as the cube root of 27 times the cube root of 2. The cube root of 27 is 3. So the answer is 3 cube root 2. Now let's bring variables into the picture. Suppose we want to simplify the square root of x cubed. The index here is 2 because it is a square root. We ask, how many times does 2 go into 3? 2 goes into 3 one time, with 1 remaining. So 1x comes out of the radical and 1x stays inside. The simplified form is x square root x. Now let's try a bigger one. Simplify the square root of x to the 7th power. 2 goes into 7 3 times with 1 remaining. So 3x factors come out and 1x stays inside. The answer is x cubed square root x. Now let's try a cube root with variables. Simplify the cube root of x to the 10th power. The index is 3. 3 goes into 10 3 times with 1 remaining. So 3x factors come out and 1x stays inside. The simplified form is x cubed cube root x. Now let's put numbers and variables together. Simplify the square root of 50 times x to the 4th power times y to the 5th power. First, simplify the number. The largest perfect square that goes into 50 is 25. The square root of 25 is 5, and the square root of 2 stays inside. Now look at x to the 4th power. Since the exponent is even, it comes out completely as x squared. Now look at y to the 5th power. 2 goes into 5 2 times with 1 remaining, so y squared comes out and 1y stays inside. Now multiply everything outside the radical together. Our final answer is 5x squared y squared square root of 2y. That is how you simplify radicals with variables.